Hey, this is Gar with Rescue Methods. Continuing on with our ladder company operations video series, we're going to do something very basic today, and we're talking about taking out windows properly. Whether you're taking out windows for ventilation purposes, or whether you're taking out windows for an egress type purpose, basically it's the same process. What we want to do is get every bit of glass out of that window we possibly can. Get any of the sashes out, any of the metal pieces, any of the metal portions, anything that's going to hinder our ventilation efforts or hinder us making a hasty exit from the building. It sounds very basic. I'm sure everyone out there is wondering, why are we doing a video about breaking glass? Well, you know, you want to be safe when you break glass, but what we want to do is we want to do it in an efficient manner, and we want to make sure we are safe as we possibly can by getting everything out of that window. Whatever tool you're going to use, you can use Halligan, you can use your sledge, axe, pike pole, whatever you might have. You're basically going to follow the same process. You're taking care of yourself with falling glass, and you also, especially when you're on elevated levels, want to take care of anybody outside if you have the ability. All right, let them know that you're going to be breaking glass. Many firefighters have been injured and actually been put off the job because of breaking glass from upper floors. So it's one of the things you want to address. If you have the ability, make the call outside that you're going to be taking windows and there's going to be falling glass and falling debris. All right, when we come to our window, if we're on a search, if we're on a primary search here, we want to vent this window or we want to take this window out for an egress point. Of course, we're going to be on our search pattern. If we're using our camera, we're going to locate our window. Come up, you can see these windows here. This is an older home, okay? So we have an aluminum, these are casement windows and aluminum frames. They're single pane. They're going to be very easy to take out. If we were in a newer home that had newer windows with the double pane windows, the low argon glass and the metal clad frames, a little bit more difficult. So these are very simple. One just small hit of any hand tool that you have is basically going to take this glass out. The newer windows sometimes will take a little bit more effort. You almost have to use your Halligan almost like a window punch. You have to do that quick jab of that window to get it to fracture. You can beat on some of the newer windows with a hand tool and it will actually bounce off. But this one's going to be very simple. To take the window out, I'm going to use my Halligan bar that I have here. I'm going to start high and I'm going to work low, and when I take the window, I'm of course going to remove myself so I'm out of the way of any falling glass. Then I'm going to clean the rest of the window out to make a nice safe opening. If we do have to make a hasty exit, we're not going to get snagged up, we're not going to get cut. All right, so basically I'm going to start in a corner, top of the window, and just work my way around. All right, you can see that was fairly simple, but I started high, and what I tried to do, if at all possible, is get the glass to fall outside and not inside. All right, if I can get it to fall outside, it's going to be a little safer for me to be in on the interior. I'm not going to be crawling or working through broken glass. You're not going to be able to get all your glass on the outside, that's known. But just try to get everything you can outside if you can, get that window completely cleared out. So now if we have to bail out this window, there's no sharp edges, there's no glass that we're going to get caught on.